formed against me shall prosper. Oh, it won't work.
No weapon
formed against me. Give me that ad-lib again.
No weapon.
One more time.
No weapon.
One more time.
No weapon.
Yeah. Who the fuck y'all hoes think?
The facts are back.
So who the fuck y'all hoes think it was, bitch, or what time of day it was? Okay.
You gotta understand that this is a community-based project. We're not getting any funding from the government. I seen bitches out there talking about, wait till Trump hears about this. Trump can suck my dick.
I gotta wait till Tuesday. Okay. Oh my God. I just need to keep hearing that right there. Hey, you are awesomely awesome. And you're the best. You're the best blessed. Just hell. I can't even sound, you know what to say.
Had a vision for 20 in the morning, thinking of my little sister said morning. Struggling with realities, no maladies, holidays ain't the same, everything's changed. No Maury, no Prince, and no Michael, no Andre Crouch and the Disciples, no Walter, Edwin, or Derek Olney, no Whitney, no George Michael. Toys R Us gone bankrupt. Damn, they guitar city went bankrupt. Everything from my childhood's missing, man. Man, I swear it's such a fucked up feeling, man. I'm not mad, it's a simple observation. And I'm not sad, but it's not a celebration. I'm just trying to put the pieces back together, man. Everything's falling through my fingers like sand. It seems a tighter that I'm gripping. It seems more that I am slipping. I feel like I lost everything I love. And where's this alleged agape love? In churches ain't the same. Gospel music just ain't the same. R&B it just ain't the same. But y'all keep telling me it's the same. But I ain't feeling nothing, damn it. And I don't wanna reach up and grab it. Shots fired, get to ducking. Always knew they were up to something. This ain't no future when you're frontin'. And y'all know you still have it fool. I'm not a baby, bro, I'm grown. Don't leave me standing out here alone. That's why I wrote this song. Because I know I'm not alone. What are we out here doing? What are we out here saying? People don't care no more. So fuck it, I don't care no more. If this is too much for you to handle, I was always too much to handle. There ain't nothing new about me. You don't want authenticity. You don't want sincerity. 2020 brought me clarity. Now I see who do
look ahead for the team. Took a bullet for the dream that we would one day all be free, free from prejudice, free from sexism, free from bigotry. I die for creativity. I die for freedom to be free. I died and left a legacy. Oh, but baby, I'm still live through technology. Pain, and tears of pain, and a dash of struggle. Just be patient. Your destiny will manifest. Yes, Bubz in the city.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hey, what's going on? Y'all, what's going on? LLL, what's going on, y'all? Hope everybody is having a pretty cool, I think today is Thursday. Is today Thursday? Yes, Thursday. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Thursday. Let's cut this music down some. I wanted to go live and I did not know what I wanted to go live about, but again, shout out to the Short Stack Revolution. And if you would like to join us in the Short Stack Revolution, you can definitely hit me up on Instagram. Send me a DM, say, hey Bubz, I want to be part of the Short Stack Revolution. Now, no shade, there are a few stipulations. One, you gonna have to be subscribed to the platform for more than a month, pimpin'. It low-key might be more than that, but for right now, it's a trial run. Because we definitely are having conversations, even though my ass be kind of delayed a lot because I got other shit going on in my life and just things are ramping up, and the empath in me is just mentally, emotionally trying to prepare myself and train and get myself as grounded as I possibly can for what the fuck we are all going to experience during these next 3.5 years, and the way that they're saying and they're talking and they're moving, possibly more than that. Okay, but again, shout out to the Short Stack Revolution. I saw a video in there and I was like, this is very funny, because I was listening to a similar content that we're going to be reviewing in today's commentary whenever I go out and do yard work, and I'm like, you know what, let me go ahead, and it's Thursday, and this was like 3 years ago. Let me go ahead and give like a throwback type situation. So before we get into it, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? No, I don't have on an orange dress. No, I just have on a scarf because I want to put something on my head, because all up in here, girl, is looking very much Kuta Kente. I need to get my shit retwisted again, but we are here. I hope that everybody again is having a wonderful Wednesday despite the bullshit that's happening. But hopefully with today's live, we can bring forth some laughs and some sort of lightheartedness to the whole situation, girl. That's why I captioned this title what is captioned. It's going to be a Dr. Umar roast, but not just by me. No baby, when I told y'all about the content that I listen whenever I do yard work, again, shout out to the King, okay, Conscious TV bitch. He did a live 3 years ago where he was reviewing an interview between Dr. Umar Johnson, Lord Jamar, and Rod Digger in reference to the school that, you know, Dr. Umar Johnson has been promising the black community that he was going to build. And he got a lot of money from the black community to basically do nothing, just to do nigga shit with it. But before we get into that, there was a clip that was shared in the group chat that was most recent, where someone else read the fuck out of him. And when I listened to that read, at first I was like, okay, yes, you did what needed to be done. But then secondly, I was like, okay, let me go ahead and throw this other content in here, and maybe this will possibly be a part 1. I don't know if it'll be a part 2, but I'm gonna give it what I got today. Okay, so again, shout out to Kimani's Way in the building. Shout out to those that are in the bushes. Shout out to those that will be coming. I'm pretty sure as the live progresses, more people as the live progress. I think it's progress or progresses. I don't know. But as the live continues forward, I'm sure people will come in. If you agree, disagree, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat. Don't wait until the live is over for you to start talking your shit. Talk your shit now. Just like I'm gonna talk my shit on Dr. Umar Johnson by help of Conscious TV with his commentary 3 years ago. Because where we are in this current social climate, we need to be holding all type of motherfuckers accountable. Because at the end of the day, America is going through the ego death that it deserves, but never ever got. So while we still have time before the inevitable happens, we got to do what we can to get blackness on one accord for the most part, because I understand not every black person is going to be on a board. There are people who are coons. There are people who are simply just afraid. But for those who have worked through fear, know that fear will be coming, but I'm still going to move through it anyway. I'm talking to y'all. Okay? And again, something to laugh and kiki at, because again, Conscious TV dragged the fuck out of Dr. Umar Johnson. But before we get into that, you know we got to be smart over here on BubzDaGawd, okay? Give me 1 second. Boom. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. All the videos, songs, images, and graphics used in this live belong to their respective owners, and BubzDaGawd does not claim any right over them. Okay, so now that we got that shit on out the motherfucking way, let's go ahead and jump into the actual commentary. All right, now again, got this video from the group chat of an individual by the name of Too Raw Too Real. They shared him a lot in the chat. I've seen a few of his uploads on Instagram and other social media platforms, but I sat down and listened to this one because normally the other times I do it in passing. So I sat down and said, let me listen to this. And he read the fuck out of Dr. Umar Johnson, and rightfully so. And like I said earlier, when I was doing yard work, I listen to all type of podcasts, and if I can't find one, I'll go back to like one of my classics or like, you know, favorites. And this live or read, shall I say, epic read of Dr. Umar Johnson by Conscious TV, I always play that. So I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and just throw those together, do a live, and then it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Okay, so shout out to the current subscribers. We are at 928 subscribers on the road to 1K, slowly but surely. Again, if you like the vibe over here, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button first, but if you like the vibe here, hit that subscribe button, and when you do, click that notification bell. Make sure it's set to all so that you can stay up to date with all of my live and edited content, especially with Blame It on the Dress chapter 1 dropping this month. No shade. Yeah, and if you feel compelled, you can definitely hit me up in the CashApp $, BubzDaGawd. We take everything that jingles and folds. Okay, so I'm gonna shut the hell up and let's go ahead and get into this epic ass read of Dr. Umar Johnson, starting off with commentator, social media influencer, socialite, Too Raw Too Real. Let's get it.
Where's Dr. Umar? Where are you at? Remember when you said this about Kamala Harris?
It was crazy to champion Kamala Harris, but the champion Donald Trump too? Either one though, it's not different. Like, see, y'all got this thing that Democrats are different. It's all the same.
Motherfucker, I'm about to read your ass like the reading motherfucking rainbow hoe because I'm sick of your motherfucking ass. They are not the motherfucking same. Do you really believe if Kamala Harris was president right now, she would be stripping people away from their health insurance by cutting Medicaid? Do you really think she would have been snatching food out of children's motherfucking mouth by cutting SNAP? Is that what the fuck you think Kamala Harris was about? You're dumb as motherfucking fuck. And speaking of, Trump is erasing...
Girl, you know you dumb when you dumb as motherfucking fuck, girl. When you gotta get hit with the F word twice back to back, that is like a hell of two exclamation points. Okay, no shade. No shade. Let's continue.
Black history. Do you think Kamala Harris would have did that being that she's black history her motherfucking self? I don't fucking think so. You claim that Kamala Harris had nothing for the black community, but did you even read her motherfucking policy? Did you see her blackmail the motherfucking agenda? You went on the Breakfast Club not too long ago talking about you wanted black men to have apprenticeship programs. Kamala Harris had that in her black male agenda. Did you not know that? Maybe because your ass didn't even motherfucking go to her motherfucking website. And speaking of website, I went to yours. Remember that Marcus Garvey Wakanda motherfucking Academy? Apparently you didn't pay for your motherfucking domain. And bitch, I'm feeling fucking petty. I could buy...
Now, no shade. What Too Raw, Too Real is showing us is something that is still relevant. You asked the black community for help to build a school about blackness, for blackness, to heal blackness, to educate blackness, and to excel blackness and manifest black excellence. We're going to find out the amount, because the amount, at least 3 years ago, out of Dr. Umar Johnson's mouth was over $700,000. So you are getting close to $1 million, maybe a little over since these past few years. And you ain't got a domain site for your shit? If there was one lesson I learned from TTB, is that, bitch, at least make sure you own your domain name. You're in the hundreds of thousands, close to millions of dollars, and you can't even get that situated? And Too Raw, Too Real, finish what you was gonna say in Pippin.
Buy that shit, and it could be mine. What happened?
He could have bought that name, and it could have been his. Something that you have told the black community that you are going to protect, that you are going to provide, that you are going to enhance, that you are going to nurture in your divine masculine energy. All these things, and you slipping, man. If the oppressor or the enemy wanted to get rid of your shit, he ain't even got to do nothing elaborate like take your ass out. He ain't got to do nothing elaborate like set your ass up. All he got to do is sit at his motherfucking bed, girl, go on his phone and buy your domain name, buy your name, buy up all your shit and benefit from it and just snatch it from you like that. And I'm also going to be reading the black community as well, because the black community keeps giving this man money, hoping and praying that there will be a change, just like when black people give the church their money, hoping and praying that things will change. Yeah, things are changing for your pastor. Things are changing for the place of worship to expand, even though the blessings and the miracles and manifestations in the people's lives who sold to that church, their lives are not growing, their lives are not getting better objectively. But the people who preach and prophesy that healing, deliverance, and all this stuff will come if you give your money, they're living better than you. And Dr. Umar Johnson not even on the living better part, because the nigga was staying in trap houses and shit. Y'all got a hood street nigga girl out here misappropriating the funds of the church. So I guess the system did its big one, girl, to go after those who left organized religion and started to go back to their, or trying to educate themselves about their heritage and their African roots. That here come all these Pan-African niggas, girl, who start off doing the right thing, saying the right thing, being the right thing, and then they get into a level and position of power that they have never had before. and they fall under it. That's why I be telling motherfuckers that you need to learn how to love your damn self. Because if you don't love yourself, when the time comes for you to get blessed the way that you want to be blessed, or even greater, you're going to fuck it up if you don't have self-love. Because self-love humbles you before the blessing comes. And almost every popular African hotep ass nigga, Umar Johnson, Brother Polite, Young Pharaoh, Tariq Nasheed, have all sold themselves and the black community out. But let me continue.
Hoe, where them donations went, bitch? Let me calm down. Let me not! You talk more shit about Kamala Harris than that white supremacist, bitch. What have you done for our motherfucking community? Because I can name the shit Kamala's done. I can't name one black child you lifted out of poverty, but I can name 400,000 that Kamala Harris did. You talk about how we need police accountability, but Kamala Harris was the one who introduced the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act, ho! She co-wrote the bill, bitch! You want to talk about how kings need to marry queens, but you ain't marry one! You ain't never locked one woman down, but you damn sure had a whole bunch of kids out of wedlock. They ain't never seen no motherfucking ring. They got a lot of ding-a-ling, though. Remember when we caught your ass on candid camera at the motherfucking casino, ho?
Now, before we get to the casino part, before we get to the casino part, bitch. One reason why I know that the journey that I'm on is a journey that is definitely going to transform me is because the one thing that I don't want to be is a motherfucking hypocrite and be up here talking cash money shit about shit, and then when the universe come through and be like, oh, so when I'm not around you want to do this, but when I come around you don't want to post up. Nah, nigga sitting there scared, oh my god, not willing to go forth, or at least being honest. And what I realize is that we also have to stop listening and getting the majority of our advice from niggas who live in a wishful thinking type of way. And that's even kind of a little bit of a read to myself, which is why my ass be working as hard as I can on me, because I don't want to be seen as no fucking hypocrite. And I actually want to manifest the life that I want, and I know I'm going to get it. But baby, nothing beats the actual experience. Nothing beats the actual reality happening in the present moment. Because we either living in the past or the future and not really in the present moment. And I'm learning more and more. I'm going to always be a student, always room for improvement, but learning more how to be in the present moment. Dr. Umar Johnson is an individual who talks a good game, who preaches a good game, but when we actually play ball and we see what the game is weak. And especially with black people, because we love charisma and being charismatic. The same thing, girl, just said it in two different ways, girl, as far as the delivery. We love charismatic shit, and a lot of times we can get in the door with charismatic shit. We can talk like we know what we're doing, or we can perform like we know what we're doing. But when we actually get to into the field dealing with the reality, now it's a different situation, it's a problem. And we wonder why the black community, and we wonder why America is where it's at now. Motherfuckers sit up here and unconsciously be causing his own demise, and then when shit starts to objectively crumble, now motherfuckers asking questions, wondering how did we get here? Well, you gonna learn today. But let's take a listen to this clip with this nigga at the casino, girl, talking about what he need from the community. We need to get this much, because if we get this, matter of fact, I ain't gonna say it, let him say it, fuck.
That's what we need, that 1.2 mil. Y'all see that? That will get the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, the whole campus. This will take care of the whole campus family. This will take care of the whole campus family. That 1.2, that will take care of the whole campus. So we gonna do Wheel of Fortune, Ifa Tunde style. We gonna do Wheel of Fortune, Ifa Tunde style.
This nigga ain't nothing but the prince of motherfucking panhandling. He got the gift of gab to get your goddamn money.
Girl. And again, I stress this because I want y'all to remember what he said. We need this amount, family. This amount will take care of the campus. The whole campus will be taken care of. The whole campus will be taken care of. He's speaking as if though he does not have the campus at all. That he's working towards getting the campus. He said this will take care of the whole campus. He needs over $1 million and it will completely take care of everything. I can't wait for y'all to hear this thing with CTV, girl, because this shows how this nigga is really just a bullshit ass nigga as far as Dr. Umar Johnson is concerned. Remember that. Please don't forget. What's going on, Deshaun? And you got a crown. You one of my fans? How this shit work? Oh, wow. But we got King Deshaun in the building. What's going on, pimpin'? You know King Deshaun gonna dominate the comments, girl. He is the power top of the comment section, girl. He said, no. No. You ain't putting in me. Me fuck you. No, me fuck you. Yeah, none of that. Okay, but shout out to Deshaun. But again, remember, I'm gonna keep stressing this. Remember, we need this much, family, to get the campus, to cover the whole camp. Yes, we need this much. And it's not me farting. It's this old ass computer chair. No shade. Okay? Girl, and if I did fart, y'all would hear it, girl, because my booty hole is tight, girl. It's be tighter than some of these niggas' pussies out here, bitch. And I put that on everything. But just remember that. Let's continue. What did he say? Now this is gonna be about the peoples, the Labiquita people. I got the thing on, so it's gonna be about the Labiquita people right here. So let's take a listen, Labiquitas.
So if you can convince, as Barack Obama so excellently did, convince black boys to date each other and convince black girls to date each other, there can be no conception.
And for the motherfucking record, Obama ain't never incentivized shit. He was never my gay awakening. Blame Idris Elba and that big gorilla dick. I seen the print and I liked it. But back on topic, bitch, why you worried about gay anyway? And since you bring it up so much, I got my own motherfucking conspiracy.
Now, before he goes to this conspiracy, if Barack Obama alone has the power to just persuade niggas who love vagina to just switch over to liking dick only and having dick in them, and to make women do the same thing, then y'all are some weak ass fathers. Y'all are some weak ass parents. Y'all are weak ass family members. You are weak ass church members. Y'all just weak. Because you should have a greater influence than Barack Obama, right? Barack Obama was able to accomplish something that you niggas are struggling to accomplish. A lot of you niggas wanted to be president too. And because of Barack. Girl, who is Barack Baraba? The Barama. Girl, Barack Obama also inspired other black boys to strive for higher heights, you know, instead of just striving to be either a athlete or a trap ass nigga. You know, the shit that y'all used to. We got Harold in the motherfucking building. What's going on, pimpin'? What's going on, y'all? I'm over here looking like a gay motherfucking vampire ass because I got one of my contact lenses in, girl. Vampire ass motherfucking fortune teller, bitch. I'm reading Dr. Umar Johnson's ass, girl. No homo. Because again, girl, I put him in the category with the other big back fupa having ass niggas, girl. Never, girl. I'll sell the black community up the fucking river and down the river and the side of the river, girl. I'll sell all y'all up the river, girl, if I had to fuck them, girl. I'm sorry. I told you nobody getting it, girl. Shit. They would never get it in this reality. Okay? But Dr. Umar Johnson, shut your motherfucking ass up. You don't know shit about the goddamn queer community. You don't. You speak as you do, but you don't. Barack Obama did not have power to be able to convert straight people into queer people. He was able to acknowledge a group of people that y'all continue to ignore. The fuck? That be the problem. Y'all sit out here and y'all discard people and throw them to the side and then demonize people that want to help them. Kind of sounds familiar, doesn't it? If you help these illegal immigrants, you're going to get in trouble. If you help these people of color, you're going to get in trouble. And just like King Deshaun said for these motherfuckers who wanted to divorce the TQI from the LGB so bad, bitch, how you bees feeling? And I ain't talking about bitches. Because just like how they removed T from Stonewall, here comes the bees, girl. And I wonder who gonna be next. LGBT. T is removed. B is removed. Girl, I guess the lesbians are gonna be our last hope, bitch. And I have faith in the lesbians. I have faith in them. Sometimes I wish I was a damn lesbian. Girl, the fuck. But girl, I mean, hey, you know, people, girl, I just want y'all to explain this, girl. Like I said, niggas was talking big pimp shit, big pimping shit all year last year. And they quiet as fuck today, girl. I just be like, girl, oh, y'all don't know what y'all talking about, girl. Girl, what's going on? Certain platforms, girl, used to stop motherfucking scheduling their lives, girl. They would just motherfucking had they shit planned out for the whole week, girl. And now all of a sudden they got they shit planned out for the whole month, bitch. I be like, damn, girl, I forgot this is next month. But all this time to actually speak and talk about real shit, talk about what's going on that you objectively see now. See, y'all was dealing with shit that you couldn't see, the fear-based part. And now that you're dealing with the reality, you scared of that. So you ignore that. It's like, girl, this is where we at. Damn it, this is where we at. But I want y'all to hear this conspiracy theory, bitch, because I saw a picture and I thought I was going to be able to grab it, but I could not find it, girl. But let's just listen to this conspiracy theory that Too Real has about Dr. Umar Johnson, that I wouldn't mind exploring that because that is a very, very interesting phenomenon.
Have you noticed that him and Saucy Santana ain't never been in the same place at the same motherfucking time? Because I believe they the same motherfucking person because he's shaped just like them. But unlike Santana, you ain't got that sauce, okay? Nothing but kente cloths. Hips and motherfucking lips looking like a nigga from the front and a bitch from the back. And just titties for everybody, okay? Who this nigga competing with, Aretha? Just titties and pearls for the girls. I'm sick of your shit, bitch. You're gonna stop being a deterrent for our motherfucking community because it's gonna lead to our detriment.
First of all, I low-key want to rip my eyeballs out and my third eye, girl, because Too Real brought up this image of Dr. Umar Johnson's titties, and I'm traumatized. Now I'm struggling to go forward with my damn life because I don't want to see that shit. But there was this picture, girl, that I saw where they had Dr. Umar Johnson. They had the matchmaker from Mulan, bitch. You may look like a bride, but you will never bring your family honor. Girl, they had a picture of Dr. Umar Johnson plus her, and it equals Saucy Santana. And I said, oh my Lord, girl. Maybe Dr. Umar Johnson is so upset, girl, because Saucy Santana is the gay son that he don't want, girl. The gay son that he trying to get rid of. At this point, girl, can we, is Maury Povich still alive? And if he is, can we resurrect? If he not, can we resurrect his ass one last time, girl, to give us a paternity test on this? He did Shamar, so he can't do Dr. Umar Johnson? But again, I want y'all to remember what Dr. Umar Johnson said as far as we need this amount for this will cover the whole campus, because 3 years ago, Conscious TV, again, shout out to the Kane girl, did a live giving his response and his review of the interview between Dr. Umar Johnson, Lord Jamar, and Rod Digger. And the way this nigga went in, girl, we only gonna listen to a little under an hour of it, because I feel like y'all need to go watch the rest of it on your own, because the live is worthy of a watch in its own entirety without BubzDaGawd commentary, girl. That's why I had to cut it in half, girl, because where y'all think I get my around the world gift of gab from, girl, is from the Kane, girl. So if me and the Kane are sitting here talking, girl, we be doing a 24-hour marathon live, bitch. No shade, and I don't want to put y'all through that. And unfortunately, people have short attention spans, which is why those individuals are the ones who, unfortunately, if shit hits the fan, are gonna go first. May God bless them, and may it be quick if that's the case. But let's get into the commentary, and baby, CTV is gonna have y'all motherfucking tickled, girl, because where y'all think I get my motherfucking slick ass mouth from, or shall I say the enhancement of a girl, because I kind of already had one, girl, but this motherfucker came through like Pai Mei, and I was a bitch's kiddo, girl. I almost chopped my fucking arm off and everything, bitch. Had me punching the goddamn board and shit, girl. I was trying to eat rice with my hands. He fucked me up, girl. Had to eat chopstick and rice with a broken hand, bitch. Bitch's kiddo. Let's get, matter of fact, let me look at y'all comments real quick. Excuse me. Let me pull it up on this computer, actually, because I have my other phone here. Let me see. Deshaun says, how you making them gay? Last time I checked, with all the articles they are doing, that they're gay kids and trans, scratching my head. Like, there was a dude, son, saying how he reacted of his father transitioning to trans. Like, really straight people. I'm just reading how it's put, girl. You right. I told you the B is removed from the wall. Saying it not going to happen, and it did. Their people are dummies, and again, they're ignorant. What did Michael Jackson say? No, that's ignorant. That's ignorant. We got Queen Stevie in the building. What's going on, Queen? Hope everything is well with you. I know you went live. I did not know that you were live. My apologies. If I did, I probably would have waited a little bit longer. Not Umar and Santana are twinning, baby. Twin, where have you been? Nobody knows me like you do. Nobody gon' hotel like you. Ooh, you gon' get that money. Go to a casino, blow it saying you need this to cover your campus. Bitch, you ain't got no building. You ain't got no damn bit, girl. Jesus gonna come back before goddamn Dr. Umar Johnson get the building. Girl. Trump gonna have a 12th term, girl, before Dr. Umar Johnson building comes to manifestation. Girl, it'll be the last of us before there is the first of a Marcus Garvey Academy. And the nigga, low-key, if you pay attention, especially in this lighter way, CTV gonna break it down, girl, he don't want it. He want the money and the power and the respect, because those three keys put together opens up the door to what males are conditioned to live for. And that's busting a nut, girl. Lord Jesus. What if Omar said, I made Deshaun. If he was to offer me a cake talking about I made this just for you, I would have turned into Miss Trunchable in this bitch, okay? Her sweat and blood went into this cake, and you will not leave this spot until you have consumed the entire confection. Girl, it's gonna be a hammer throw and a chop to the throat. Two to the throat. Okay, y'all, let's get into it.
So let's begin once again, this is Lord Jamar's interview with Dr. Umar Johnson, and he's questioning Dr. Umar Johnson about the school. Let me know if the audio is fine, you guys, in the comment section, okay? So when this starts playing, if everything sounds fine to you, just put 1 in the chat if you can hear everything nice and clear, okay? Let me move them out the way. Put me back up in here. Okay, here we go, y'all.
2 schools, 4 buildings for $400,000. It was more than that. Okay.
Is that loud? Is that loud enough for y'all? Because I'm going to have to turn the music down because I thought I had it up louder than that. Can y'all hear good? Like, can you hear the audio and also hear the audio that CTV is playing because he's playing it on his Bluetooth speaker in the background? Let me know. But he about to say some shit here. Again, let's listen to what did Umar, what did Lord Jamar say? Didn't he say that you got 2 buildings for $400,000 and Dr. Umar says what? We got you got 1 building for $400,000 and he's laughing because he got something else. I want y'all to hear because remember I told y'all to remember what Dr. Umar said that he needed to complete the entire campus, not campuses. Campus 1. Let's take a listen. Continue.
Well, everybody wants to know, where's the extra money? Where'd the extra money go? And why is it taking so long to open this school? Like people feel like, and I'm not
Thank
just going
you, I
to say
appreciate
people
it.
felt, because I'm also going to share a story with you as well.
Yes, sir.
But people feel like, you know, the time that 6 years is just a very long time to be raising money. You know what I mean?
Okay, yes. 6 years is a mighty long time, okay? For you to have at the least, okay, $700,000, okay? That was at the least, and that was in the beginning, okay, of the alleged Marcus Garvey school. So yes, we stand in agreement, baby. Okay, 6-7 years is a long time, but Dr. Umar doesn't necessarily think so. So let's keep on listening.
And to finally get the building that you ended up getting that are in disrepair and all of that. And I think it's the transparency that people are looking for. A lot of people are looking for you to be more transparent, and when they don't see this transparency, it makes them feel, you know, skeptical.
Okay. Let me speak.
Okay, so we gon' shout out Lord Jamar for trying to use very non-confrontational, very feminine language and wording, okay, to accommodate what he knows is a big ass beta male, okay, who was 300 plus pounds of fat back and muscle, okay. You know, you can see him and hear him here just listening, okay, or articulating himself because he's not trying to offend this beta male, okay. So we're gonna shout out this black man for trying to be accommodating of this other black man's sensitivities and things, okay. Now Dr. Umar is about to talk all his bullshit, okay, so let's just keep on listening.
Yes, please.
Okay. Number one, I'm transparent with my donors. I'm transparent.
Now I'm being told that there, you know, people say when your actual donors will ask certain things, they said
that is
you
not
will
true.
sometimes block them and all this type of stuff.
That is not true. Those are
okay. So Dr. Umar.
Now before CTV gives his commentary, because again it is very good, make sure y'all watch the rest of it with the link down below. Girl, I want y'all to remember that he said that my donors, I'm objective with my donors. I let people who donate to me, I tell them where their money is going. I show them where their money is going. I keep them updated with what their money is going, what it's doing, what's occurring, whatever whatever it's called. I'm doing something. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing with the money. But later on in the live, there is going to be somebody who is a supporter and a donor of Dr. Umar Johnson who will come into CTV's platform. And guess what? This person who's supposed to have this information that the public does not have because they're not donors, you're getting the inside scoop. This is the time when you should have came through. They should have came through and said, well, no, Dr. Umar Johnson has this going on. He showed me that this is happening. Would you like me to send you information so that you can be verified, or I can be verified, and we can just verify what I'm saying is true and what you're saying is false? No. She comes in doing exactly what Dr. Umar Johnson told his supporters to do. Call everyone else who critiques me, who challenges me in a objective manner, in a right way, to just simply call them haters. This man is going to throw his scholastic achievements around so much. He's going to throw around his title. He's going to throw around his accolades. He's going to throw all that shit around in this conversation. Which lets us know that you must be a self-proclaimed individual, or you got your shit from a crackerjack box or off the dark web or something. Because when it comes down to you actually putting in the work, your scholastic has nothing to do with the business aspect and the financial aspect of manifesting the dream that you promised the community. And the community, because they have nowhere else to go, they don't have leaders, they're thirsty and desperate for one, that they're willing to pour their money into them just for them to play in your face and tell motherfuckers that everybody who challenges me and critiques me and actually treats me like a leader, because there is, heavy is the head that wears the crown as a fucking leader. Now all of a sudden everybody's a fucking hater. That's why I appreciate people like CTV, because CTV is an amazing individual, which makes him an amazing leader. But the goal is to wake up the leader inside of you, because your leaders are also physical. They're mortal. They will also be removed from this experience. And if your beacon and your connection is inside of a person or something outside of you, and that is taken away, then guess what? You're lost when you're supposed to find the leader in you. And a leader has certain attributes that we all low key, high key, middle key, whatever key, play with your key, all that type of shit. Don't matter where you at on the level, you can tap into it. But Dr. Umar Johnson is not a leader. And for the people that believes he's a leader because he talks good, girl, because he has the King Kong energy, girl, because even though he critiques the black community in reference to the whole gang trap thug shit, he will turn that shit on in a minute when it comes down to being in that toxic masculine shit. But again, let's listen, girl, to this leader who knows what they're doing, who don't need all the help, who is the motherfucking last airbender in this bitch. Just the last avatar, girl. The last individual that know all the elements. We got Queen Spicy in the building. What's going on? Glad to have you here. Let's continue.
Let me check you right there, bitch.
We're gonna be here for a minute, so make sure y'all listen in the background.
Okay, you allegedly a bitch. You are a motherfucking lie that you do not block donors, okay? Because I'm one of those fucking donors, okay, who rode with you hard in the beginning, okay? And I was cash apping and donating and everything because I believe in everything that you was representing and desiring to do for young black males as it relates to a proper education to inform black men about their identity, their culture, their politics, their business, their economics. I was with all of that, okay? But as soon as things, okay, started to look raggedy, okay, and we didn't jump on your ass immediately when things looked raggedy, okay, like Lord Jamar said, okay, this has been years at this point, and all you've done is managed to buy the shell of the building. So when folks started asking questions and not even being disrespectful, not even making videos to address you, but was actually emailing you, DMing you, attempting to just get some objectivity, okay, something tangible as it relates to the progress of this said project here, you wasn't accommodating near damn body, okay? Half the times, okay, if you didn't end up blocked, you ended up just non-responsive, or you ended up cussed the hell out, okay? That's what it was, okay? So you can't, even though you're going to bulldoze over accountability for doing that, because you know that it's easy for you to sit up here and act like you have been so transparent and open, and that you've given those who've supported you a measure as to where their coinage went. You did not. You did not, sugar. Okay? You didn't do that. And you are immature and raggedy and bummy and dusty as fuck, okay? For justifying being an asshole by just claiming that everybody who questioned you was a fucking hater, okay? See, well, I'm gonna call your ass out as this continues to go on. Let's just keep on listening.
So are not donors, those are haters. My donors have direct access to me. I talk to them. I know who they are. Most of them are repeat donors. My donors.
Okay, so no, your donors are not repeat donors, okay? That's why you have continued to do begathons, okay? Because if you had repeat donors, my nigga, okay, you wouldn't be slamming that CashApp up there every motherfucking video. Every time you go live, you wouldn't be begging down to the goddamn ground, okay, asking for coins, since you got consistent reoccurring, okay, donors, okay? If you got reoccurring donors, sir, we don't need to see your reoccurring Cash App. We don't need to see a reoccurring PayPal. We don't need to see a reoccurring, okay, demand for funding if your dusty ass, okay, has reoccurring donors, okay? Let's keep listening.
Range everywhere from black professionals. I have lawyers, I have engineers, I have business owners, all the way down to the retired great grandma who's sending me $10 a month because she want to see this plan come to fruition. Haters don't donate, donors don't hate. So
haters don't donate, donors donate. Girl, what? First of all, you just said you connected to all these lawyers, engineers, all these people who have the ability to make shit shake and move for you, my nigga. But you want their money. You don't want their actual contribution. You don't want them to say, hey, I know somebody that does whatever type of work, type of work you need. I know somebody that can do it for the free or for the low. But you don't want that. You want the money. And y'all wonder why. Again, not for all black men, girls. So if this is not you, you're not gonna feel hit, bitch. If you feel hit, it's for you. And y'all wonder why a lot of black women are saying that a lot of these niggas want to be in positions of power, not because they want to actually help the community, but because they want to be in close proximity, to whiteness. They know that they're never going to get what they want doing quote unquote the right thing, or they're under the illusion that they're not going to get what they want doing the right thing, because that would be too much like right. That they will again sit up here and have that mentality of, well, if you can't beat them, join them. And there are so many red pill panels that have done that. Girl, and still do that with this old ass chair creaking, leaking in the back. Who also be quiet It is not just one particular platform, even though they will always get shaded, girl. Always. Always, girl. There are other red pill panels that have the same idea and logic, and as we see from the past few lives that I've done, it's not just the black men, there are also black women who also enforce this as well, such as Candace Owens, such as Angela Stanton. And I'm gonna call her that because there's someone that she knows that I fuck with that is cool, but I'm still gonna give her the business, but I'm not gonna shade her all the time. Just a little bit. But anyway, let's continue.
My accountability is only to those who donate. I want to be very clear about that. It's only to those who donate. So people who ask random questions, they'll never get answers because you don't support this. Now, with that being said, let me also say this. The other question that you asked, which is often asked, is 6 years you don't have to school yet. I'm not to blame for that. The community is to blame for that. I cannot manifest the school out of thin air. Schools cost money. They're not houses. They're commercial property. But because we're not used to building things exclusively with black dollars, we don't understand how long it takes to get that done. I'm not a charter school.
That part
I'm not a
clean,
public
Stevie.
school. My school isn't going to subsist on white handouts and government funding. My school is grassroots Pan-African Academy. So it'll take as long as it takes until we raise the money to achieve the goal. It is.
Okay, so do y'all see how this bitch literally blamed the community? Blamed the community. He said that it's not him who's to blame. He said the community. That the community is to blame, y'all. The community is to blame for why the school is not up and running sufficiently and effectively. That we, the community, are responsible. Okay? And he essentially said that anybody who questions him about their coin, anybody who questions him about exactly where the money is being allocated to and towards, okay, is a hater. Is a hater. Is a hater. You see how he, once again, just stopped, dropped, and rolled his monkey ass, okay, away from providing an effective answer, okay? Because in his response, okay, if he was truly being transparent and his so-called donors who have personal access to him, who have his phone number, who can text him, whose name he knows, who knows them. See, what he would have followed that up with to dispel any of the bullshit and the controversy and the critique and the judgment and the naysaying is he would have chose to answer, okay, Lord Jamar, by telling Lord Jamar what exactly happens when someone he knows is a donor actually asks him for a progress report. Okay, but see, he couldn't do that because guess what? There is no progress report. Okay, there is no blueprint. Okay, there is nothing objectively given to you. Okay, that you can see, that can be vetted, that can be verified and clarified. Okay, that's not what happens. Okay, see, his black ass could not tell Lord Jamar exactly what happens when someone he considers a donor makes an inquiry, okay, about the status and the progress of said school, okay? See, he brought no clarity. He brought no information there, okay? His answer is, my donors have my number. They have access to me. Really? Really?
Is it me? You know what's they say? Is it me? But is it me, or are there a lot of people in positions of power who are fucking crooks, bro? Just fucking crooks. And to CTV's point, he said, you bought the shell. What you're doing is you're buying this appearance of what you want, but you don't even, I can't even say it, girl. You don't even, girl. I had a glitch in the moment, girl, in the Matrix. You don't even have the experience to be able to bring whatever vision you have in your head about the school to objective life, because you're thinking big as hell as opposed to building the foundation. And I don't think we're going to get into that story, if I'm not mistaken, during this live. You have to watch the rest of the live on his platform, which I suggest that you do. Awesome. And if you're not subscribed to him, please do. Dope as fuck. But this individual has proven in this interview and continuing interviews that he is here for the entertainment aspect of it and the money that comes with it. Because when it's time for him to walk the fucking walk, he does not walk the walk, or he starts projecting his fear, his ignorance, his guilt and shame onto everybody else, who asking rightfully, nigga, what the fuck are you doing with the money that we are giving you? And have I donated to that nigga? Hell no, I have not donated to that nigga. Will I ever donate to that nigga? Hell no, I will never donate to that nigga. Because I understand and accept the fact that whatever is given to him will not go to no school. Maybe in his dreams it will go to the school, but in the objective reality, it is going to women. It is going to the casino, girl. It's being used in ways that is not meant to be used. And then again, when people who actually want this to manifest, they ain't gotta just give financially for your shit to fucking manifest. There are other ways that they can support the Marcus Garvey Academy that does not involve money. But since you such a knockoff wannabe Martin Luther King ass nigga, girl, I have a dream. The difference between your dream and Martin Luther King's dream, girl, is that hoes trying to make that dream come true. Bitch, you just, snip some of his shit off, girl, and put your goddamn cat daddy liquor store logic on it. Wish buying, Temu buying dashiki logic on it. And black people fell for it. And some still fall for it. Bro, what the fuck? Let's continue, because he's going to give us more information, girl. He's going to keep projecting information in defense of himself. And again, when you don't know how to deal with your ego, and I was reminded, no shade, that we all have an ego. It will never ever fully be erased. You can try to get that motherfucker under subjection as much as you can. The purpose is not to let your ego run you, but we're going to listen to a person who is an egomaniac continue to express how everybody else needs to shut the fuck up and let him do his job. When, as Queen Spicy said, LeBron built school in Akron in about 4 years, and he has way more clout and visibility than Dr. Umar Johnson. Maybe you don't need no big ass campus, nigga. Maybe you just needed to be a big ass school, bitch. You don't have to be no campus right now. And then when people start seeing the fruits of the labor that is manifesting because you have did what you had to do to lay the foundation and lay the field down for the fertile, and put down the fertile soil and till the ground and do all this sweat, blood, sweat, and tears shit, and to pour it into the ground so it can manifest into something beautiful, then you will have objective proof that will make people want to give to you more. But baby, again, you have this big ass dream. You don't know how to achieve it, and the only thing that you gonna use to cope with it is pussy, alcohol. I gotta believe, girl, because you like a cat daddy liquor store type nigga, girl, like Crown Royal some shit, girl. Pastor Cavassier, bitch, something. Girl, let me shut up. Wow.
Really, Miss Johnson?
Really?
Okay, let's keep listening.
Mm-hmm. Girl, his jack going off.
It's that simple. Why the school ain't up yet? Because we're not raising enough money. But guess who don't have to ask those questions? the owner of Quaker Grits, because Negroes give them $11 million a year. Guess who don't have to ask that question? Nike and Air Jordan, because Negroes give them $4 billion, $2 billion a year. Malt liquor, $4 billion a year. Weave, perm, and beauty products, $30 billion a year. Fast food, $1 billion a year. They don't have to ask the Europeans and the Jews and the Chinese and the Arabs. They don't have to ask how long it's going to take them to get that Negro money. We give it freely. But when one of our own steps up with the track record, the experience, the credentials, and the resume to do something like build a school to save black boys with the hell that black boys are catching in this country, we don't support him because, number one, we don't want him to get the credit. Number two, we don't want the responsibility of doing for self. And number three, you understand, we want to find an excuse to keep on depending on white folks. So,
okay.
Yeah, matter of fact, go ahead, say this real quick. Say what, because I was going to say it. Say it.
Shut the entire fuck up, okay, with your greasy mouth ass, okay?
Thank you. Now, let's take, because CTV gonna dissect it, but I thought about this as well. Let's talk about what he said. Niggas giving Air Jordan, Quaker Oats, you know, malt liquor, girl, weed, weaver, give all this shit to Europeans and other ethnic groups. Yes. But the difference between those individuals and your ass, Mr. Umar Johnson, is that the individuals who are receiving all that Negro money, they have manifested the fucking tangible physical product that they can see actually happening and working. That, again, seeing is believing. They see it. They don't get mad at niggas and tell them, shut the fuck up about our shoes. We said we coming out with the shoes. They come out with the shoes and the niggas stand in line for the shoes. Yes, they will spend their rent money on the shoes. Yes, they will spend the money for the kids on the shoes. Yes, they will scam and shit to get the shoes. Yes, some niggas will wait for niggas to get the shoes and then rob their ass in the parking lot for the shoes so they can wear the shoes. There's the same niggas who unfortunately gonna get shot, dead, and get their shoes stolen, because unlike West Name from Friday Girl, they kill and they steal. All that type of shit, that is the case. But they have a physical, tangible product, and you keep talking about what you're gonna do. Quaker Oats ain't gotta talk about what they're gonna do, and if they're gonna do it, they're gonna get it done. You haven't done that in 6 years plus. And maybe if your ass started off, since you so grassroots, I never knew a grassroots movement that had millions of dollars. Aren't grassroots movements start off small by the community and then it builds up? Don't you need to have something physically tangible there to work with and then grow that? This nigga does not want to do that at all. So you want to change from all the niggas giving money to all these other people who ain't black, or speaking in your language, you want a piece of that? You want to tap into the multi-millions and the billions of that? Then actually get the fucking school done. Get it the fuck open. Employ black people. Have the black boys come in the bitch to learn. Have the black boys graduate from the bitch to learn, and when you fucking open it up, you might get more grants. You might get more people who would want to invest because they actually seeing your ass do shit, as opposed to you putting your motherfucking goddamn booty crust Cheeto finger under the nail having ass up to the screen talking about family like you a bootleg Kurt Franklin that let himself go, girl, and lost all and grew his hair back, bitch. Look, family, family, family. Look, we need this much family in order for us to get the whole campus, the whole campus, the whole campus. But in this live, this nigga gonna say campuses. Let's continue.
Because one of the biggest shut your motherfucking mouth examples to completely destroy what the fuck you just said is the fact that while black dollars support all of those non-black businesses and institutions, Okay? Black folk also support their own. Ask the black church how they go from storefront churches to mega churches, okay? Ask TD Jakes how he got to where he is. Ask Clef O'Dollar how the fuck he got to where he is. Okay? And do you know what happens when these black men, okay, who want to give something back and do something, okay, off of the heels of the community's monies, is that there are the treasurers, okay? There are strategies and plans put in place when grassroots pastor, okay, needs money for electricians and a building and equipment and planes, okay? And people get to see directly where their coin is going to, because as they're giving, things are manifesting. As they're giving and sowing, things are coming up out of the earth, okay? These seeds become flowers and trees and vines and shit, okay? Shit that can be touched and smelled and whatever. Now, the black church is a whole other goddamn issue, but I'm just making an illustrative point. I'm making a comparative point, okay? That black folk legislate from the bottom down, and they legislate from the bottom down every fucking body, okay? We legislate from the bottom down when it comes to the Arabs, to the Chinese, to the Asians, okay? To the white man, to the broke man, to the poor man, to the motherfucking black man, okay? No, sir. Okay? It's not that black people don't want to support their own, bitch, okay? Because these black salons are popping, okay? These black barbershops are popping, bitch, okay? These black churches are lit, ho, okay? They don't want to support you, bitch. It's because you keep asking, and nobody ain't been giving nothing yet to show for all that they are sowing into your musty armpit ass. See, that's what the tea is, Miss Mamas. Okay? So I just love how you had the motherfucking mitigated gall to reduce black people to only supporting non-black communities, when just a few moments ago, you also told Lord Jamar, okay, that you have at the least, okay, garnered $700,000 plus motherfucking dollars off of the heels of the black community, and then had the fucking nerve, okay, to then blame the black community for why the school is not up and running yet, and then had the nerve, okay, to act like black folk is fucking cheap and so goddamn brainwashed that the only people who they want to liberate is motherfuckers who already liberated, when you just said that at the least, baby, you done made $700,000 plus motherfucking dollars in donations. Black dollars, grandma's dollars, auntie's dollars. Girl, see, I love that you had did this interview, baby, because this was the receipt of all receipts that we needed. Because you, in the words of Jocelyn, you exposed your damn self and running your goddamn dick sucker, okay? Because what you thought was going to happen was you thought you was going to get up here with Charlamagne the God and Envy and Angela Yee, and what you had thought you was going to do was be able to run around the motherfucking interview, okay? Because you knew you was coming to be interviewed by motherfuckers who wasn't going to ask you the real questions. See, you wasn't prepared, okay, for Lord Jamar to hit your ass with a left and a right hook, okay, and to get with your motherfucking ass in this dialogue, You wasn't prepared for that shit, okay? It's clear to me that that Lord Jamar did not vet you and provide you a script of what exactly was going to happen in this conversation. And I'm happy that he motherfucking didn't, okay? Because you got to run your motherfucking ass into exposing your pussy, okay? All your pussy energy came right up and out, okay? Loud, proud, and precise.
Okay, girl, flag on the play. Flag on the play. Play on the flag on the ground, pimp down, 1032, pimp in distress, bitch. I almost threw up when he talked about Umar's pussy, bitch. And literally, I got like goosebumps over my whole body, girl. And I just did not like that, girl. That shit just shook my spirit. I don't want to think about Dr. Girl, I swear to God, girl, I would dive into pussy before I dive into Dr. Umar Johnson. I don't even want, oh, please don't, Lord. If Jesus said this the only way you get into heaven, well, I guess I'm going to go to hell. They already said I'm going anyway, so I might as well go ahead and go. Because there ain't no way. Ain't no way. that I'm gonna smash. I'm gonna smash. Ooh, smash. Dr. Umar, girl, please. I will hang myself on live, girl, with this shit, girl, before I do anything with him. Oh, that was so damn nasty. You so nasty. Whew. And Deshaun, of course you're going to do your leg exercise and shit now because you know what's going to happen. You're going to sweat. And then once you sweat, you know what you're going to do next, bitch? You're going to get your ass in the shower, girl, because Deshaun ass like playing me while he in the shower and hearing my voice reverberate across the goddamn shower walls and shit. Girl, gotta make it his own bootleg gay version of a rose, bitch, with the vibrator using my voice, bitch. Put the bass all the way up, girl. That's what it sound like. His damn bathroom when he taking a damn shower. Listen to me, girl. Sound like a Gregorian chant, bitch. This bitch about to put a spell out. Girl, let's continue.
Quantified in this motherfucking interview. Let's not even mention, girl, why are you so defensive? Why are you on the offensive? Why are you defensive, okay? Why you got all this estrogen and all this motherfucking divine feminine energy up in this conversation? All this man is asking you is for questions that you should have legit, tangible, physical receipts, okay, in place of, bitch, okay? You should have bought your big ass binder, okay, because you wouldn't have had to run your motherfucking mouth if, in fact, you have been doing exactly what you said you've been doing, okay? You would have been able to bring the receipts, baby. You would have been able to bring the dividers. You would have been able to bring the folders, honey. You would have been able to bring, okay, the black and the white, okay? You would have been able to bring the paperwork necessary instead of having to run your motherfucking mouth if your business been legit like you claim it's been. Okay? Because you doing what you done did in every motherfucking interview, which is run your dick, sucker. We ain't seen nothing yet. Instead of you doing all these damn interviews in front of these two wide-ass windows with these dusty-ass Dollar General blinds in the background. But let's keep on listening.
That's really the answer to that, but I want to answer your other piece. You said what you do with the leftover money. When you open up the interview tonight, I dropped the donation information. I said, get on your Cash App, $FDMG School. I said, get on your PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. I said, mail in your checks or money orders, P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware, 19809. I also said, if you remember, I said, we are running short on the repair money. We don't have it all. We have most of it, but we don't have it all to cover the repairs of the Garvey building. So to me, it is a very common sense question. Something that I don't even think needs to be asked. But somebody say, what are you doing with the leftover money? We're paying for security so people don't vandalize the property. Like,
okay, bitch. Oh, girl. I cannot believe, look, I don't even know how Lord Jamar did this. I don't even know how Lord Jamar let this nigga play in his face. Like, I'm glad he did. I'm glad he let Umar run his motherfucking pussy eater, okay, for as long as he did, okay? So here it is. He's trying to literally beat this question to the ground of where is the money going? His answer still was not a location. He still did not provide us the GPS coordinates to where the money is going. Instead, what he says is, in the beginning of this dialogue, Lord Jamar, I laid down the donation information. I gave out the Marcus Garvey Cash App. I gave out the links to where folk could donate to. Girl, the question is about where and what's objectively being done with the fucking money, and all you could do is refer to your need for more of it. Is Dr. Umar okay? Is she okay? Is she okay?
Oh my God. No shade, and that's what panhandling African niggas do. It's done in the church realm. It's done in the hotep realm. This is America, where everybody tries to capitalize off of shit. Because we've been conditioned to believe in a piece of paper and give it so much value, when it's really the individuals who manifest the work that brings the value. To see TV's point, he want more of your money and he ain't gonna do no more of the work to match the level of money that he wants. And just hoping that he can just bamboozle the niggas who got out of church or who don't go to church anymore to get the sheep of another fold that has left organized religion but has not left capitalism. And there are people who still fall for it because there are people who are still lost. There are people who are still trying to find hope, and we wonder why the black community is in the state that it's in, or there are certain aspects of blackness that is hurting, that is screaming out, that is trying to numb itself, that don't want to live anymore, that need help, and we're not offering that help to them. And instead of offering that help to them, they're left to their own devices. And there are also people in the community that have that same white supremacist or egotistical ass perspective and mindset, who will play on the misfortunes and the downfalls of the black community, giving black community hope. Every time this nigga goes somewhere, you gotta pay to listen to him. And all he's doing is saying the same shit he said from another thing. This nigga is, instead of being a singer or a rapper, this nigga is a performer, a theatrical ass, a charismatic ass nigga who can memorize lines and memorize information and recite it with passion. Nothing has changed from this. Nothing fruitful and life-giving has happened because of Dr. Umar Johnson. And if I'm not mistaken, doesn't he have a child who's been calling his ass? So you want to lead the black community, but you can't even lead, if you're gonna play by the heteronormative stereotypes and statistics and perspective and placement in America and in life. You can't even lead your household, but you ain't got a household to lead because that's broken. And you want us to believe that you have the black community's best interest at heart. You ain't nothing but a tank. You're the nigga that Donald Trump wants to be, as far as skin tone, and as far as blind loyalty and allegiance. You're the nigga that Donald Trump is aspiring to be, girl. He'll never be your complexion, girl. He will always be as orange as this shit on top of my head. He will never ever have real, true, genuine, sun-kissed, sun-affirmed, not vampire approved ass melanin, girl. Wow, wow, wow. And Deshaun going off in the comments. Deshaun becoming militant, no shade. And I'm not even mad at that. Because that's what happens in this type of environment. It makes people have to go into survival mode. To where even I've become more militant. But I'm not militant as far as destroy those people, get those people. I'm militant about protecting myself because I actually want peace and joy and happiness in my life. And all that's being threatened. So yes, you have to be vigilant. You have to be aware. And like the point on Deshaun, like Deshaun put on the screen here, actually remember, parents want the next generation to be better than them. We need to create new ideas. Well, you have to the individuals who brought the new generation into the world have to also humble themselves enough to allow the next generation to do that. Because whenever the next generation starts to learn something that's different from yours, that actually benefits humanity and society, you know what they do? They start demonizing that shit, which is why they demonize queer people and say protect children. but y'all can't even objectively protect your children. Can't even protect them from the real threats. But you're going to put all your hope and power and might and protect them from the queer community, a community that is also oppressed. I don't give a fuck how much we're in television. I don't give a fuck how much we are in business, at board meetings and business meetings and stuff like that. How many niggas are business moguls? How many niggas out here are businessmen? How many niggas out here that is doing big shit with big money, and the black community still fucked up, and for the most part. I'm not even gonna say for the most part. At large, we're disconnected at large. So what the fuck makes the queer community any different? Especially when the queer community, the ubiquitous community, is already a minority. And when we talk about blackness, it becomes a minority within a minority. And then if we go deeper down the LGBT ubiquitous rabbit hole, it becomes a minority within a minority within a fucking minority. Like, what in the fuck, bro? Oh, we got T in the building. What's going on, pimpin'? He is out of town. He was always traveling, pimpin'. I want to be like you when I get big. Okay, because I'm an introverted ass nigga girl, and I'm trying to be more extroverted girl, but these motherfuckers crazy in the world, and I ain't got time, bitch. I'm trying to live. Well, that's the thing. They start demonizing stuff like that, and they're setting their old way. They're set in their old ways, what they learned from negative people from the past. And that's why when people sit up here and say things like, well, I've been on earth longer, so I'm wiser. Yes, you are wiser, but what are you wiser in? There's a lot of older people that are wiser in bitterness and being jaded. These motherfuckers ain't sit up here and fulfill aspects in their life that make them happy, because they got caught up in some of these roles, these systematic roles that they're supposed to play. Y'all wonder why the divorce rate is crazy, why motherfuckers stepping out whether your ass single or not, that motherfuckers still being infidels. Girl, what? Girl, that's right, chair squeak. Said what? We both said what? But anyway, let's continue, and continue to be safe, T for T, out there. And make sure that y'all subscribe to him and check him out this Saturday. We will be going live on his platform. I'm excited. I missed the last one because I was out doing yard work because I had shit to do. You know what I'm saying? I had some shit I had to complete before I came back in town. But I'm definitely going to be at the next one, so I'm excited about that. And I just want to sit there and let Queen Stevie go off, because every time Queen Stevie goes off, I just get more and more of my life. But let's continue.
And then on top of that, security. Are you kidding me? Because Lennon Honor done been on Dr. Umar's ass, okay, like lice to a colonizer's follicles, girl. And we see images, Google images, surveillance, and footage of the school all the fucking time, and there's no security in sight. There's no fencing, there's no barricade, there's no Great Wall of China, there's nothing. There's nothing there. The fucking build, why would there be security for non-habited ass grounds? Shit, it's even been speculating that your ass is living in one of the goddamn corners of the damn school in the janitor's unit, girl.
And on top of that, if you got motherfuckers protecting something that is not inhabited, girl, are you on some governmental contract shit, girl? Are you creating a kill house, girl? What is going on? You got a vampire Orlock is sleeping there or something, and you the nigga protector at night? Girl, what is going on? Well, what if the people come and steal the piping and the copper? Because yes, niggas will do that shit. They will steal some shit to scrap it, but you still got a shell and you still got the money. And then later on, I don't know if Ego's gonna be in this live. It might be later on in the actual live that you have to watch the rest of on his platform. But then you say that you connected to motherfuckers who can do the shit. It's like, girl. This is ridiculous, or in the words of Andrew Caldwell, ridiculous. I'm down here in Atlanta with these rude ass, immature, ignorant, acting black folks. Oh Lord, you in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm gonna pray for you. Okay, keep your head up and your ass down. I'm just playing.
Security where? You ain't got no big ass, burly ass men, okay? Just rummaging around this empty ass damn building. What the hell they securing? When have y'all ever seen any abandoned building secured? Y'all tell me. Security. Can we interview some of these security officers, honey? If any security officers out there who works, okay, as a bodyguard, okay, for the Marcus Garvey School in Delaware, okay, please email me at Conscious TV. We would love to hear from you. We would love to know how big the staff is, what the shift is like, okay? Do y'all get breaks? Does Umar provide lunch? Is there goddamn a 401k plan? Like, what is the ins and outs, girl, of the security? Yes.
And not only that, girl, I hope the people who do work there, girl, at this imaginary school, girl, what's the name of that one show from Cartoon Network where you talk about imaginary school or some shit with them shits? This Disney ass school, girl. I kind of want to ask the same questions to the niggas in the red pill community who said that, oh, I got gay cousins and I got gay nephews and I got gay son-in-laws and father-in-laws and I know all type of queer people. And when I talk to them and stuff, they feel the exact same way I do. It's like the same niggas who say that shit but never bring them on their platforms. Never be like, hey, bro, you ain't even got to be on screen pimping. I would prefer them to be on screen so we know it's them, ain't no AI generated shit you made up in ChatGPT and shit. But nigga, can we at least hear the conversation? And can you do it live so that queer people can come into the building and actually have a conversation with the other queer person? Because every time that y'all brought queer people to use against queer people, they still supported an aspect of queerness. And y'all plan go awry because you thought that you found you a fully delivered non-homosexual girl just for the motherfucker to do that. Just like how y'all had that white person there who was no longer trans, girl, but they still got the honey and spice and everything nice, girl. There's still all that, girl. The S is stinging more than my S is sting, girl. Girl, ooh, I'm sizzling at Sizzlers, suckering succotash, girl. But trying to use that person against other queer people, girl, as if though they were gonna call the shit out. And then on top of that, they white. Trying to have a nigger conversation. Girl, get the...
Then and also did a documentary exposing the school. Like, girl, we know the tea already, Dr. Umar. We know the tea. You ain't got a lot to kick it at this point. We know the tea. Okay, you act like you talking or speaking within a vacuum, honey. You acting like you don't know that this motherfucker's out here on your ass, baby. So it's a little bit too late to still be with the psychological game, baby. It's time for you to address what's in plain sight. Okay, because we're talking about what's in plain sight at this point in time, okay? When the word says make it plain, baby, okay? What has been made plain is that you are full of plain shit. Let's keep listening.
Yeah, Jack going off again, girl. Damn, he getting hit up.
We have to pay for repairs. We have to pay taxes, upkeep, things of that nature. That's what we're doing with the extra money. The electric system has to be repaired. The plumbing system has to be repaired. We just paid for the roofs to be repaired. The carpentry has to be redone. You understand? We have to do the fire alarm system, the sprinkler system. We have to pay for the building permits. There's a lot of expense. We have to pay for the grass to be cut. That's not cheap. We have to pay for the grounds to be monitored. There's a lot of cost that goes into maintaining 2 schools, not 1, 2. And for me, I'm happy because we were only looking to get 1 school, brother and sister. We ended up with 2. And to all those coons and trolls who who say the buildings are trash, do you realize the 4 buildings we got are state?
Okay, before he finished,
Yeah, because he started to open his mouth and he ain't finished it because CTV do what I do, pause. And that's why I appreciate it. But because we see, in it, words of Andrew Caldwell, we see each other or whatever. But this nigga just said that we don't have just one, but we got 2 schools. Remember I told y'all earlier in the commentary that with the first video with Too Raw, Too Real, when he showed the clip of Dr. Umar Johnson saying, look, family, we need this much to cover the entire campus, not campuses. This video, this live was done 3 years ago. As far as that casino video, I gotta believe it happened within the past 5 years. But here it is, they don't have just one, but they have 2. Bitch, you struggling hard as fuck with the first one. Why do you get a second one for? In case the first one fuck up? So again, this nigga not doing anything with the money. Oh, well, the electrical. We need to get the electrical fixed. We need to get the plumbing fixed. We just paid to get the roofing fixed. And you know we got to get the grass cut. That ain't cheap. Damn, well, it's not going to be cheap now because with your president, orange one girl, motherfucking Jorge and all them, they gone, baby. They taking them out. The ones that would gladly cut the grass for cheap, girl. And be singing ABC all fucked up. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, S, I, T, T, to pop them in the key. Time I'm play with your key. X, Y, Z to play with your key. Girl would do all that. I wish I had that video clip because it was so funny. But they could have done it on the low. You could have also had young black, you could have done something innovative, like, okay, well, we're also going to teach young black boys how to make their own money in the neighborhood. So as they're going to school, they're also going to have to learn how to cut the grass. So they also have to show and invest into the school by also helping with the upkeep of the school. And then when the summertime comes, you could create a contract for those same kids to be in the neighborhoods they live in, and say, hey, we have a program where now your children, your sons, your daughters, whoever want to learn how to cut grass or do landscaping or whatever, not only can they learn how to landscape their own shit, but now they can go and get paid to help beautify the neighborhood, as opposed to not having anything there and all they're doing is bloodying up the goddamn corners and the neighborhoods, littering it with fucking banana fucking Swisher Sweet wraps, used condoms, bottles of fucking liquor, fucking weed capsule containers, and bullet case shells. Or bullet shell casings. You know what the fuck I meant. There's so much that Dr. Umar can do, but see, he wants to be a one-man army. He wants to do every damn thing, girl. First of all, girl, are you Jamaican? Now, if you Jamaican or Haitian, then maybe you can do that shit, girl. But if you just regular old schmegular nigga, girl, you're not gonna be able to do all that shit at one time. You can't even be a good father. So what makes you think you're gonna be a good leader in reference to trying to be a father to a bunch of motherfuckers as far as men, but you can't even do that for your own daughter? And you talked about how black women also need to be protected as well. This is very interesting to me. But I'm going to let him continue. I'm going to go take a nigga, Pinky gotta go pee-pee. I'll be right back.
This is what I'm talking about, where this man does not want to speak about what's in plain sight. I don't know whether he got like Wanda-like ability and he's just able to create an alternate dimension for himself. But what Dr. Umar will not address is where this money is going, for one, why it's taking so long, for two, and why he did not allow all of the investors, all of the architects, all of the electricians, okay, who have came out over the years publicly and landed, okay, their abilities and their resources to him free of charge, okay, that this would be their contribution to his vision by lending their resources and their talents to do exactly what he just listed here. He just said the building needs lights, plumbing, we need the grass cut, we need landscaping. There have been people, professionals with businesses that have come out and offered Umar, okay, their services to do just that. And guess what Umar has done over the past 7,000 years? Absolutely nothing with those resources, okay? Nuh-uh. See, he don't want no actual business. He don't want no actual lights. He want the coin for the lights. He don't want nobody who can cut the grass. He want the coin for the grass. He don't want nobody, okay, who can come in there and turn shit on and get the generators pop locking and dropping. He wants the coin for it, while claiming that the building ain't up because of the community. While claiming that it takes money. You got something equivalent to money. You got people with resources and access who's willing to do what you just said the building needs free of fucking charge. So,
and then on top of that, you are garnering the money, accumulating the money, trying to pay people to come in and do it. If you have people that are willing to do it free of charge, or you can work something out as far as, oh, well, since you worked on the electrical aspect of this, your child can go here tuition free. Everything paid for, room and board. They will have a certain level of privilege because they poured into it. Just like how they do at these other Ivy League schools, Princeton and Harvard, how some motherfuckers can get in by paying their way in or doing some sort of contributive type of work. It could be the exact same thing. But to CTV's point, the nigga don't want to do that. The nigga wants your coin. He bought not just one shell, but two. And the first shell is still a goddamn shell. But yet, when you have people, again, who have the resources, those who are business owners, those who have manifested what it is that he is trying to do, those who have went down that path and have actually created a foundation and is willing to walk in their own fucking humility and give a nigga like this a fucking discount or free of charge, when you gonna go to the white people to do it, who gonna charge your ass full price or may charge a little bit more because you a nigga with money. And one thing they've been taught is that niggas with money want the best. Don't give them no mediocre shit. We know you ain't gonna spend it on black people to come in and fix the shit when you got the motherfucking black people who are willing to do it for free because they care about the future, like Deshaun was talking about earlier, the motherfucking future. But like CTV said, baby, this was 3 years ago, girl, and this was the ultimate receipt of receipts. So at this point, if you support this nigga, girl, you are just as delusional as he is.
What you need money for when you got electricians and architects and landscapers publicly offering and rendering their service to you? Make it make sense. Make it make damn sense. Let's keep listening.
State of the art modern schools. They are not old schools like the ones we went to. They are modern. That campus was renovated at a cost of $13 million in 2011, 9 years ago. And the only reason why we have to renovate is because the building was not secured by the previous owner, which allowed people to get in and do what? Strip the electric.
I was about to say, steal the copper.
Strip the HVAC system whenever you and Rod Digger ready. Only you two.
First of all, I find it very interesting that you said that your donors are the ones who get the information to tell them where their money is going and why they need so much. And yet, here it is, a nigga not even honoring what the fuck he said, because now he explaining to himself as far as where the money is going and what's happening to the damn school, when you could have said that shit the first fucking time. When people ask what's going on, you could have been transparent and honest. But see how you're defending yourself, and when you defend yourself with the ego, baby, you will tell on yourself. That's why I'm so glad that my ass stutters. That's why I'm glad my ass has glitches and shit, girl, because sometimes you need to think and think twice before you speak. The shit is crazy.
Your other brother, Godfrey, y'all can drive on down and I will give you a tour. And when you walk through them schools, you tell me if those buildings is trash.
Okay, it ain't no walkthroughs, because as Miss Old School just said, the school is in Delaware, okay, and the place is boarded up, so it ain't no walkthroughs. So what they walking through, honey?
Not this nigga over here doing some house flipping shit, girl, and bought a building, girl, trying to flip that, and can't even flip it, Lord. You got motherfuckers coming into the hood, girl, that's buying up all these homes and flipping the shit out of them, girl, and they got way less than what the fuck Dr. Umar Johnson has, girl. But this nigga is struggling for 6+ years with close to $1 million telling us we need this much to complete the goddamn campus. Maybe the campus at Dr. Umar Estates, when you gonna take that money and do what the goddamn preachers and pastors and pimps and pulpits do, girl. Get themselves a big nice house and a big nice car and a big nice neighborhood.
What they walking through? Walking through what? When they walk through, are they gonna see all this damn security too? Okay.
First of all, the buildings are in excellent shape. Excellent shape. We just got an offer for one of the buildings over more than $1 million. That sound like trash to you?
Okay,
Okay, wait a minute. So, I literally am so confused. So he's screaming, money, 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 money. We need money, 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 money. I need money, 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 y'all. But he's speaking about other $1 million buildings that he's shopping for. So which one is it, girl? Are you broke? And the community ain't helping you, and there ain't no funds to get none of the repairs for the original school that you're supposed to be putting up, or are you out there shopping and buying up properties and buildings? Which one is it?
And then he says something, correct me if I'm wrong, but he said something about we got an offer for one of the buildings for $1 million. So does that seem like trash? Okay, so if you're trying to open up a school and you happen to have 2 shells, but one of those shells is in such good upkeep, except for some minor things that need to be done. I mean, it's being projected, like you said, to be worth over $1 million, so you gotta steal. Why not sell that school that is $1 million offer? You already have over 700,000. You're closer to the goal that you set as far as 1.2 million. If I'm not mistaken, your ass probably surpassed it, girl. I am a little high, girl, and it is what it is. But bitch, you're closer to your goal. Wouldn't that have been smart to do? So that instead of asking from the community and struggling with the community having their concerns and their what's the word I'm looking for? And their apprehensions about being a repeat donor, now you will have the money to bring that school to life, to show them, fam, this is what the school is. This is no longer a shell. This shell has life into it, girl. We have breathed breath, girl, into this goddamn, we have Lazarus this building and raised it the fuck on up. And now it's moving again, and it's walking again, and it's living again. Then guess what? When you do that, then people will give to you and probably give greater, because now you've actually manifested something that they can see, that their 5 senses can actually see now, because they've been holding on with their sixth sense, which is the spiritual sense, that faith aspect. Now the faith has manifested into flesh. So whether this nigga shopping for some shit that's $1 million, or whether this nigga got some shit that he can sell that's $1 million, if it's for the community and you are a selfless person in this pursuit of creating and manifesting not just your dream, but just being the conduit for the manifestation of of other black people's dreams manifesting and black excellence generating from a grassroots movement known as the Marcus Garvey Academy. But the leader ain't got his head on right, and he's power hungry and he's money hungry. He don't care about your sons, and the only time he care about your sons is when you are donating to the Cash App. Then I will care about your son. If that's the motherfucking case, you might as well go to church. At least there's an actual church to go to. Shit.
Because if you got money, okay, to be shopping around, and you think that $1 million on a building is a steal because he just said that with his chest out. He just said, and we just got an offer for $1 million on a building, and sat back in his chair, baby, like the Lord was on his side, okay, when he got cut the cost of $1 million. So if you got all this goddamn funding, why is all that money going to everything else aside from all of the things that you just listed? If you got money for $1 million building, if you got money to buy more buildings and more properties, why the fuck is, how can you even bring your rabbit ass brain to even contemplate investing in more properties when you can't even properly resurrect the one fucking building that we gave you to fund? You can't even resurrect the one damn property that we done funded on your behalf. And you got the damn nerve to have your big ass out here looking at other properties, $1 million properties, and it probably don't even take no more than a few $100,000, maybe less than that, to get the school in question up and running. Hey, Yvette. Meanwhile, he allegedly still owes about $200 in taxes, late fees, utility costs, etc. But he out here shopping, y'all.
I told y'all, girl, y'all be thinking Donald Trump was inspired by King Jong-un and motherfucking Punani. You want some of this Punani over there in Russia, girl? This nigga was I gotta believe he also was inspired by goddamn Dr. Umar Johnson, girl, because this nigga owes shit in taxes, girl. But I guess the more you owe in taxes, the more powerful of a man you are. Donald Trump still ain't gonna show us his tax returns, girl. He was sitting here demanding that Barack Obama, or Orama, as I said earlier, girl, was going to go ahead and show his birth certificate and prove that he was a born American, natural born American citizen. Meanwhile, we ain't seen this nigga taxes, girl, but he's the president of the United States, not once, but twice. Girl, every time I be looking at this shit, I be like, I can understand why in the narrative of the Christian Bible, girl, Jesus is refusing to come back, girl. Because, girl, you know if you come back and the Lord and Savior is just doing this, girl. Just imagine, girl, you just, the sky open crack, girl. Here he coming. He just float down doing this. He don't say shit, girl. You just see a goddamn key drop into the ocean, girl. And here come Castlevania, bitch. Here comes Doom. Girl, here comes Duke Nukem. Here comes The Last of Us, bitch. Here comes The Walking Dead, bitch. Okay? Here comes some shit. Baby, they say that reality is stranger than fiction. Because the way this shit is set up, they be like, girl, who want to do this? Girl, that's why I be telling black people, girl, like, I understand that we helped to build this country, but this is not our country. And I don't give a fuck if we helped build it, girl. What it is now has never been ours. We over here acting like they want, like we had an opportunity to invest in the damn shit to get something out of it. When we were forced to build it. It wasn't built with pride from black people like, yes, this country is thriving. This country is the strongest country in the world, allegedly. All this other type of shit because of our contributions and what we did. No. That's why I be telling black people, like, girl, no shade. This is the country of karma, but it's not our country, girl. And I think if black people were to accept that more, then maybe we could actually start transmuting some shit in this here real life that affects every single one of us, regardless of where you are on the political spectrum, regardless of where you are on the sexuality spectrum, regardless of where you are on the FUPA spectrum.
For $100,000, I mean, he out here shopping for $1 million properties, y'all. Meanwhile, allegedly, he behind in child support and can't see his insurance, allegedly. But he out here shopping for $1 million properties and buildings. Like he got it. So either he don't got it, okay, because he done blew it, okay, but acting like he's still about that money and about that life, okay, or either he do got it and he blowing it, but it ain't on no motherfucking buildings, bitch, okay, because it's clear that Mr. Umar got something, and that's why folks is asking for the motherfucking receipts. In the words of Whitney Houston, baby, show us the receipts. The amount of coin he owns is on public records on the Delaware website, allegedly. Senior says, sell the damn building. No, let's keep listening, y'all. Baby, I had never seen...
I just realized that. My bad, y'all. The source was supposed to say Conscious TV. I was in a rush trying to get this shit done. I should have changed it, but my bad. The source is not too raw, too real. It's Conscious TV. Again, the link for the entire live, because we watched only half of it, is in the description box below. So I just wanted to say that. I just caught that.
So many games played when somebody speaks. Let's keep listening.
Here's where I share a little story, brother Umar.
So it is in this live. Okay, so y'all listen to this story because I thought it wasn't gonna be in this live, but listen to this story. Okay, just pay attention. Pay attention.
That my wife's family has a lot of educators in it.
Okay, so listen to Lord Jamar. He about to go into a story and he about to issue Mr. Umar, okay, some help. Let's listen to what Umar Johnson gonna do with the help extended to him, since he on here doing a begathon, okay? Because he the one on here begging. He the one up here saying that the community is at fault, okay? He the one up here laying out all these ways in which to send him coin and money and everything. So Lord Jamar about to tell him a little story and then extend to him some help, the help that he's streaming on this platform he need. Let's see what Dr. Umar does with that feedback, okay?
Her sister is a principal of a school right now. Her mother was a teacher, and her father was and is a principal, who actually ended up making his own school in East New York, Brooklyn. It's called the Trey Whitfield School. You can look it up.
The Trey Whitfield School, y'all.
So he's been doing this since like 1983. And how he started was, he started small. He started with 3 portable trailers that were behind like a church. Nobody was doing anything with them, and he went to the church because he was a principal like you, and he said, guess he got the same inspiration to start his own thing. So he talked to the people at the church. He ended up negotiating some sort of rent where he had to pay $500 a month per trailer. And he had like 280 kids. Now,
okay, so here it is. He's talking about how his father-in-law, okay, started a school that's bigger than all of Dr. Umar Johnson's buildings combined in New York, okay? And how his father-in-law started at the grassroots with just 3 measly dilapidated trailers behind a church, okay? That this empire that his father-in-law has now, this big-ass school, started off in its genesis, okay? In the form of these 3 dilapidated trailers behind this church, okay? Humble beginnings. Let's keep listening.
he didn't have a lot of money. He didn't have a lot of donations and stuff like that. So what did he do? He said, like a lot of schools and stuff, yo, they would just throw out old desks and books and stuff like that. He'd go around to different schools and get desks. He'd go to the Board of Education and they'd give him stuff that they were getting rid of. You know what I mean? That they didn't want, books, whatever, all kind of different supplies. So he was using his resources. He did this till about the year 2000, where he then sees like a 4-story big ass building, you know, something pretty comparable to what, you know, you're talking about. Actually, it might be bigger than, it might be like those buildings combined, the ones that you This is in Brooklyn, in East New York, like right on Atlantic Avenue. So anyway, he gets to this building. He said he didn't have $1 for the building, you know, but he goes to the man. He's like, yo, I want to get this building for a school. And the guy's like, yeah, well, he tells him whatever, I don't know, whatever the price was. And he's like, listen, I ain't got no money, but what I do have is I got a friend who's...
okay, hold on. Okay, Carrie. See, this is what y'all folk always do when y'all come up in here.
Now, again, remember I said earlier, I'm trying to put this other song up here. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Where earlier, where he said, my donors, they know the information. Everything that that they want to know about the money, I will answer all questions, girl. I will become the oracle in this bitch. Like I'm from the Matrix, girl. Everything that needs to be known. What that one African guy said in that one prayer, Father God, I'm gonna fuck it up though, but Father God, the beginner who was in the beginning before the beginning had begun before the beginning, all the beginnings of beginnings of beguns of begins. All that girl knew everything, omnipresent, omnipotent in that information. This was the time for that person to come in and to say, hey, CTV, I can understand since you're not a donor, you don't know the information. But for those of us who are reoccurring donors, here's what Dr. Umar Johnson has shared with us. Now, maybe you got to pay him to tell you, but because I paid and I got my shit, I'm willing to hook your ass up with the information. So this is what happened and then prove it. No, it's simply because... these individuals have invested, just like how there are people who invest in pastors who ain't shit, who are trash, but still give them money. Girl, they have invested into someone who has given them this false idea of manifesting something. And I get it. You know, with them, whenever a black man try to do something good, here come the black community, always critiquing and stuff like that. And no shade. Black people, when we do deal with our own, we do have a level of like, I guess, intense interrogation when it comes to us investing into blackness. If it's a restaurant and the food ain't too good and all this other type of shit, girl, I ain't about to support this and go to the white people establishment. Meanwhile, be the same people who ask for hookups, coupons, discounts, all that other type of shit. You won't even fully support the business, but you want the business to do the best for you. Okay, girl, let me get this damn thing up in here so we can continue with the live, because we got like 19 more minutes left of the video, and we doing pretty good. We at 2 hours. So if you can, please make sure that you hit that thumbs up button if you have not, It's 7 of y'all. Okay, we're doing good. We at 10. There's 7 people watching and 10 of y'all who hit it. So make sure you hit that like button. And if you feel compelled, you can definitely hit that cash up, baby. $signs BubzDaGawd, girl. You want to be like, hey, Bubs, here go $10, nigga. Go get you a few pre-rolls, nigga. Here go so-and-so, girl. Put it into a Canva or Chat GPT, girl, whatever. If you want to contribute, you definitely can. Because, baby, one thing that I've been doing my entire life is I've been giving and 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 giving, and I haven't been really receiving the way that I require for things to be received in my life. And I'm at a place to where I am going to do that. So if, again, you feel compelled, I ain't gonna stop you. Girl, I ain't finna beg you. Like, what's her name? I ain't doing that, girl. If I had $700,000 right now, girl, trust me, I would probably be giving some of that back to y'all because y'all were great supporters and goddamn contests and shit. But I'll be damned if I had $700K, girl, and I'm living in a trap house, girl, with hot Cheeto crumbs and goddamn Henny bottles and fucking blunt roaches on the damn ground and fucking condoms and shit. Hell no, girl. What? $700K, girl, and we living like this in squalor? The hell's going on? Can we put this on, y'all? My bad. Hold on, let me get this shit. Did I do it right? I probably didn't. Damn it, because I'm over here talking. Fix this. Well, let's play the video. Fuck it. And then I'll fix it in the background.
Every time somebody, just like Lord Jamar, who was showing respect to Dr. Umar, who was simply asking the necessary questions, okay? Y'all Umarians, okay? Y'all stands, okay? Can't seem to distinguish, okay, a proper line of questioning about what they have a right to question when it is their coin and their efforts are concerned from somebody just hating, okay? You're doing exactly what Dr. Umar Johnson did in this interview, which is equate anybody who questions them about where their faith and their money in him goes to, okay, as a hater, okay, and simply asking a question does not make someone indeed a hater. This ain't about not liking him. He has been able to live and survive off of the heels of a pipe dream he pitched to a marginalized community and has nothing to show for it but a boarded up ass 3-4 story building. And for anybody to think that it is unintelligent or low vibrating or disrespectful 7 years into donating toward a pipe dream he pitched to a exploited community, I don't even know what to say about your IQ or your ethics or your sensibility, because
sorry to cut CTV off, y'all, but shout out to, we got the Black Anarchist podcast in the building. Again, if y'all want, y'all can definitely purchase Blame It on the Dress, the manufacturing of black homophobia and performative masculinity, in the description box below. Okay, amazing ass read. Like I said, I just finished the opening monologue. Like, the way that I'm treating this project is like a cinematic project in a sense. It's my first time really treating it like evolving cinematically with what I can do. So I've already done the opening monologue, and chapter 1 will definitely be dropping this month for real, for real. I had some other shit happen these past 3 weeks that was a blessing that I had to invest in, so I kind of had to step back, but I'm getting back into the flow. So make sure y'all go ahead and check out his book, because a lot of things that we're dealing with in this country, we have not been, this is not anything new, unfortunately, but it gives a greater insight on what we're dealing with and how we can change it, even in a very radical way, which again, if you buy the book, you'll be able to see it in chapter 9, if I'm not mistaken. That is the chapter that is very interesting as far as what we could do, especially as queer people. That kind of even made me question certain things that I wanted to do. No shade, but he said you can't question a straight black man. Black straight men get a free pass, because if you read the book, especially with chapter 5, which will be part of the project, is chapter 1, 2, and 5. It's an interpretation. You got to read the actual book for more of the information, but it's going to be a hell of a goddamn pitching thing and a promotion. No shade. But again, I care about community. I'm working with community, and I'm going to do my part. And one of my part is through my creative works. So, but yes, black men are the prize. It's a mythology of straight superiority. And again, chapter 5 will get into that. And I hope y'all are ready for it, baby. Because as you can see, I have a contact lens in from the project. So it's going to get very interesting, baby. It's going to get scarier than Dr. Umar Johnson with no clothes on, girl. And if Deshaun ass stood up here and say some shit talking about, I made this just for you, girl, I'm going to find a grenade somewhere. I'm going to throw it at him. And I don't want to do that because I love and fuck with Deshaun and my shorties, girl. But don't test me, bitch. Stay away from the wine bottles. I'm just playing. Spicy says, yes, thank y'all for watching. Please feel free to comment, subscribe, and to the channel if you haven't already. And yes, we're on the road to 1K, baby. The road to 1K. We are 928. We almost there. Sitting on top of the world. Oh, and this I truly believe.
You niggas don't even allow a nigga to get away with not even paying y'all back the $5.
Oh shit.
Y'all loaned them. Y'all don't even allow your relatives to get away without paying you back. Okay? For that money you loaned them 2 months ago. On the electric bill. Okay? Y'all done fell out with your own flesh and goddamn blood for much less. And y'all think that folk is out of order and out of line and just hating or just don't like him because they're questioning the whereabouts, because they're putting out the SOS, because they're putting out the missing persons report, okay, on where 6 and 7 years worth of funding done went to. When all Dr. Umar Johnson could have did for 6 and 7 years rather than defending himself with his dick sucker is simply provide the black and white, which is simply create a system that allows his donators, those who have already contributed and those who are going to contribute, okay, to have access to something that reinforces confidence and objectivity in what they are aligning themselves with. That's all Dr. Umar Johnson had to do. Dr. Johnson is smart enough to teach. He's smart enough to be an alleged educator. He's smart enough to understand the nuance of white supremacy. He's nuanced. Okay? So why is it that he ain't intelligent enough to simply produce a simple vetting system that reinstills transparency and clarity as it relates to money he's asking for? This is his dream that he done sold to all of us. Now, we didn't even ask for nothing objective. Just to put $700,000 in his hands initially, that was off pure faith. We walked on water with him off of pure faith. We didn't even know if he could walk on water when we decided to step on water, because he promised that we could walk on water if we would just follow him. We are 7 years in, not 7 days, not 7 months, not 7 hours, not 7 seconds. 7 years into all the coin being completely and utterly missing, and all folk want is the data. That's all they want. All they want is the data. All they want is the paperwork. And if Umar Johnson is so-called integral, and he's been doing what the hell he's supposed to do, what you got to ask yourself, Carrie, is what the hell would keep a man who is doing what he's supposed to do be able to prove to the people who have given to him and provided for him the proof that he's about the life that he's been promising. You got to ask yourself, Carrie, why somebody who's been doing what it's supposed to do refuses to actually show anything objectively and instead run his mouth. It's not about not liking Dr. Umar Johnson, an already exploited, disenfranchised group of people in this country took a chance and gave some big ass money to a big ass man regarding a big ass dream, and all people want is a receipt for their shit. All people want is a objective progress report about where we at in the mix. And anytime you get to questioning and asking for just that, you end up cussed out, you end up blocked, and you end up being labeled a hater and a problem. And then what he does is exactly what he did in this interview, which is he deflects. Instead of just speaking plainly, answering in black and white, he wants to make it about we support weaves, we support the Asian mans, we support the Arabs, we don't ask no questions then. Okay, so how on one end you want us to be a people who is separate from our oppressor, but at the same time you want to be able to have the privilege that our oppressors do? How on one end it is that you want to preach that we should be a distinct people, that we should be a distinguished folk, that we should dismantle internalized white supremacy, while you sitting here asking us to allow you to have white privilege. You're wanting to get away with what non-black people get away with. So which way is we going? Which way we going? Y'all don't want us to give in and to support the white man until it's time for y'all asses to be the damn white man.
Oh, what? Whoa. Oh, that's a word. That's a word, baby. Y'all niggas want to be the white man until it's time. Y'all niggas want to be the white man until it's time to be the white man. Everybody want to be a nigga, but don't want to be a nigga. Everybody want to be a white man, but don't want to be a white man. As far as time for the accountability part. Just wanted to say that. Continue.
Dr. Umar Johnson wants to benefit from white privilege. You're black. You're a black leader. You should want to build trust. You should want to have integrity. You should.
I'm sorry. The way he said, you should want. This is the way he was saying it. Let's continue.
Want to provide receipts. I bet you Dr. Umar Johnson himself ain't never went into nail restaurant, and we can see this bitch eats a whole lot. That he ain't never went into nail restaurant, he ain't never went into nail clothing store without making sure he got a receipt for his purchase. I bet you he ain't never brought a vehicle. He ain't never purchased or rented a property, okay, without a goddamn receipt. I bet you never goddamn shirt, pair of pants, and socks he got on. He ain't left without a goddamn receipt from. But he wants people who done given him more money than he's ever garnered on his own. He wants them to walk away with this grandiose investment in him without a damn receipt. And he has required a receipt for himself for far less of a contribution. I mean, you got to make it make damn sense. Let's keep on listening.
Oh my God.
He's like the president of a bank or something like that. He'll give me a loan, you know, to renovate the place and all that. And if I miss whatever, any payments or something like that, then y'all will just have a free building renovated. You can take the building back and you'll get the shit renovated for free. So he ended up.
Hold up, and don't block nobody. Don't block nobody. Let everybody come and drop down and talk their shit. Don't block nobody in the chat.
And now that he said it, I just want to say this, no shade. I appreciate y'all, and I know that y'all want to protect the leprechaun. But going forward, if we have people that come in that are opposing, until they say something explicitly denigrating, and we know what that looks and sounds like, or unless I personally tell you to, or I do it, like CTV said, no shade, let them speak, because I also understand that in this situation that we're in, there are some people who are unfortunately going to be innocent casualties, but they don't have to be, because even when they try to ask questions to understand, a lot of times, because we'll be in protection mode or survival mode, we'll just go off. Not everybody is asking questions to be an asshole, or to play willfully ignorant, or to gaslight. There are some people who genuinely want to know. So again, if they come in with opposing views, let them talk they shit. Okay? Because I actually want people to come in here and to have a different perspective than I do. I be going to other people's motherfucking houses, but hoes be scared to come to mine. And my house is a lot cleaner than theirs. So let's continue.
It's free reign tonight.
In there, and that was in the year 2000. When the year 2020, and this school now has gone on. It's a black school. They don't take no government grants or nothing like that. He does fundraisers and all this. You know, he knows some people in the sports industry and all. You know, because he used to play football back in the days.
What's the name of the school?
It's called the Trey Whitfield School. Now, I talked to him. He's willing to sit down with you and you know, give you any tips or anything like that of how he did it. You know what I mean, and how he continues to do it. Because this man, and he's been on CNBC, all kind of other stuff like that. But the thing is, you know, he doesn't even have the type of notoriety that you have. You know what I mean? And yeah, this man was able to make it happen. You know what I mean? Like this man was able to just put his thing, you know, into fruition, use his resources. So maybe we're feeling like, yo, you know, money is the answer for everything. But sometimes it's our resources. How about, yo, you know, could you donate your time or something to help, instead of the money to fix something? How about y'all come in and donate your time to help build up the school or something like that? You see, it's not always about money. It's about the people that you know. It's about a lot of different things. You know, for $700,000, I feel like maybe we could have got a piece of land and just built from the ground up, and it could have been turned out cheaper. I don't know. We have to look into a lot of things, and this is a big undertaking that I feel like, you know, you might need some help with it, brother. What do you think?
Now, before Dr. Umar responds, here it is, Lord Jamar. Know someone person. Again, the resource part. You want the money to buy the resource, when the universe is helping you out and saying, instead of you having to wait to have the tangible aspect of money to pay this person, there is someone else who is willing, who came to you to help your ass out, and you're refusing it. I'm reminded of a joke that I used to say a lot in church whenever I would go to other churches and represent my church. Because, you know, queer people, even as children, were very entertaining and were put in the spotlight as far as the church is concerned. And it's something along the lines like of this. There was this man caught in a hurricane and the water started to rise. So he was sitting, because his house was kind of like on a platform or foundation. So he was sitting up kind of high, but the water was rising. So somebody came by in a jet ski and said, "Hey, I have room. Come on, we can get you to safety." And the man said, "Nope, it's okay. It's all right. I know that God is going to deliver me. He's going to save me. He's going to reach his mighty hand down and pick me up. I know that my God will save me." So the dude drove off. Over time, the water rose, and now the man is sitting on his roof. And he's praying, "God, okay, I've been sitting here praying, asking, what do I need to do? And there's nothing happening. There's no manifestation happening. What's going on?" Here comes a guy in a speedboat that comes by and says, "Hey man, I have room. Do you want to come in?" He says, "Nope, I'm good. I'm all right. God, source, universe, consciousness is going to bless me. I know I'm going to be saved." The dude drives off. So now the water rises and the dude is sitting on top of his chimney. The little spout part, whatever it's called, bitch. He's sitting on top of that. Okay? And he's sitting there saying, "God, I feel like you're forsaking me. What's going on? What's going on?" And here comes a dude in a lifeboat, sailboat, what's called lifeboat, girl. Every senior citizen must have life alert, girl. It's life something, girl, floating down on the shit. Comes through one last time and says, "Hey, we have room. This is the last one. We are out here searching for survivors. Come on." And the man says, "No, God is going to save me. He's going to do something with the water. He's going to part some sort of mystical thing." Well, the man ends up dying. He ends up going to heaven, gets into heaven, and he sees God, and he says, "God, I literally was asking, praying, and all this other type of stuff for you to save me. Why didn't you save me?" God said, "I sent somebody on a damn jet ski and a speedboat and a lifeboat, life alert. I sent you all those things, and guess what your ass decided to do? Disregard every motherfucking thing I sent to your ass. So hello, nigga, do you want to go to your house or no? Did I make the wrong call? Because even though Lucifer ass was in heaven with me, his bitch ass is where he's at now, girl. Do I have to call him up? Do I have to get some of his Gestapos to come grab your ass from the streets of heaven? Do I have to get my Karen energy on right now in this bitch? Girl, I feel threatened. Where is Saint Michael? Peter, what did you do? Girl, this nigga just said that he knows somebody that was able to do what you did. He has less notoriety than you. He is nowhere near popular than you. He is nowhere near as social media, can't even talk, bitch. That man doesn't have the social media presence that you have, the impact that you have, obviously the influence that you have, because you were able to get all this damn money, $700,000 plus, girl, just by your words alone and not your works at all. So how is it that this man can do what you're trying to do that's bigger than all the shit you have that's offered for $1 million? They offered us $1 million for it. Meanwhile, the nigga has manifested the shit that you trying to manifest for the community for far cheaper and at a shorter time span. Let's take a listen, bitch, to what the fuck Dr. Umar Johnson is going to do with those said motherfucking resources.
Couple things. I want to deal with your assumption that I might need some help. Okay.
Okay. Baby, when I tell you that Umar came to this, he came to these line of questionings, baby, with his tampon in tow. When I tell you he came to his motherfucking, to this motherfucking line of questioning, baby, with his purse with his pocketbook spirit, baby. Okay? He just said assumption that he needs help. But didn't y'all recall a few moments ago in this interview that he stated that he needs help, that the community is at fault? But now Lord Jamar is allegedly assuming he needs help while he the one screaming about being broke, poor, and stinking, while he the one complaining about his community not resurrecting the school. But all of a sudden, Lord Jamar is assuming that he needs help, baby. It's the bussy energy for me. But let's continue on.
My friends are educators. Most of my elders are educators. And
I would say thank you, Universe, for the bussy girl, but I can't think of bussy while seeing Dr. Umar Johnson on the screen, girl. I think that's the kryptonite to my homosexuality, girl. I think if I were to get Dr. Umar tattooed inside my eyelids, girl, I will probably, for the first time in recorded history, girl, become the first ever successfully ex-homosexual. No shade.
So it's kind of interesting with someone who's an expert in something, and I'm not speaking to you, I'm speaking to the detractors who say I can help him with that. This is not. I think they talk about the real estate part.
Right.
You're an educator, but not a real estate guy. But we already have the real estate, so that's not even an issue. Right, but did we choose the right real estate? Did we take the money and do the best fiduciary thing with the money? I just told you that the schools that we got was a $13 million project 9 years ago in excellent shape. We got a steal for that campus. It was a steal. It was the best thing I could have possibly got. I have no regrets. See, that's when we start feeding into the lies. That's why you got to come see the school, my brother. Absolutely. See it for yourself, because you have people telling you.
See what? See what for himself? He already can see for himself, Dr. Umar. He can see that your motherfucking ass desperately needs help. He can see, Dr. Umar, okay, that you desperately are denying resources in exchange for tangible physical money for whatever reason. Okay, he can see, okay, clearly that you are full of shit. He's already seeing. His eyesight is just fine. His eyesight is just fine, sir. Where he gonna come to the campus and see that you ain't did what the fuck you supposed to be doing? Cause that's all the hell he gonna see. Is that the community done did their part, but you ain't did what the hell you supposed to be doing.
That the school ain't in good shape. The school is in excellent shape, which is why we're getting offers for it now. It's in.
Okay, so this man literally is running around in an empty parking lot and still getting hit by cars. All of a sudden now, the same school that needs roofing repairing, that needs plumbing, that needs electrician work, that needs landscaping, that needs teachers, that needs etc. It's now the same school that's all of a sudden now in perfect condition, baby. The school is excellent, sugar. Apparently, the community, okay, the community is the reason why his shit ain't together. But everything is just fine and grand and beautiful, okay, about the school. Everything is all right now. Let's keep listening.
Excellent shape, brother. The classrooms don't even have to be touched. We just have to fix the electrical system, the HVAC system, and the plumbing system. So I don't need help with the real estate.
Oh, really?
We're blessed with that campus. You understand? And as far as your brother's school, I support him.
That's my father-in-law.
I just looked at the website. Kudos to that brother. Yes, sir. What I'm doing ain't that. I want to be absolutely clear. The Frederick Douglass.
Okay, we want to be absolutely clear about what part of this man offering you the services from the black man in his life who has been able to successfully manifest what you are struggling to bring forth from the ethos into the physical dimension for yourself. What part of that don't you understand? Because Miss Umar keep referring back to his unsubstantiated ass accreditations and educations, but the question isn't whether you are qualified as an educator, okay, to operate within a school. The question is, the concern is, the reality is, okay, that you need help bringing this school to life. What the hell does your education have to do with the fact that the school needs plumbing according to you, landscaping according to you, roofing according to you, funding according to you, okay? Because your super intelligent ass brought a super dilapidated ass property that requires all of this money, as you emphasize. Money. But you gotta steal. Baby, well, you should have stole the whole thing while your ass was at it, baby. It seems to me you ain't stole enough when you got the property, baby. Okay, because if this is a goddamn steal, baby, I don't know what the hell an actual legit purchase is.
Baby. But anyway, y'all, that was CTV again. That was just half of the live. I encourage y'all to go watch the rest of it. The link for it is in the description box below. Again, whenever I'm doing yard work, that's like one of my go-tos. If I can't find nothing that really like satiates or feel like it's going to be interesting for me to listen to, or if I'm not like listening to something to respond to or whatever, because again, I'll be listening to a motherfucker say. They don't listen to me, but I sure be listening to them, girl, because again, I need to, the information is there, bitch. Y'all hoes be sharing the girl out y'all fear and ignorance and give us everything we need to know. But this live is a interesting one. It is a key. Make sure that you go ahead and follow CTV if you haven't followed him yet, and watch the rest of the video. If you can, please make sure you hit that like button because it helps the channel to grow in the algorithms, baby. We are 928 on the road to 1 motherfucking K, baby. We on the road there. Okay, and it's because of all of y'all. Shout out to the new influx of subscribers. If you like the vibe here on BubzDaGawd, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you can stay up to date with all of my live content and edited work. Because again, I just finished the opening monologue part 4, chapter 1 of the Blame It on the Dress Bubs Manifestation project. And shout out to those that are in the Short Stack Revolution because they get like some sneak peek type shit, or they see shit before everybody else do. So shout out to y'all and thank y'all for y'all critiques. I'm still waiting on the rest of y'all. No shade, but when y'all get around to it, I would love to hear y'all critiques. If there's anything I said in this live that resonates with you, or you want to challenge it, or you just want to read the fuck out of me and call me a dick in the booty ass nigga, girl, because I'm gay and I got this shit on, bitch, go ahead. I don't give a damn, girl. All I'm saying is that if you're going to do it on your social media platforms, be real. Because if you're real enough to talk about it, be real enough to add a motherfucker. Because at BubzDaGawd, we add people. No shade. So make sure you add me so I know that it's real. And if you feel compelled, you can definitely hit that CashApp $BubzDaGawd. We take everything that jingles info, baby. We don't need to have all the money, girl. I'm not trying to have everybody money, girl. But if you want to share a little bit, if you in an overflow state and you're kind of feeling your spirit that you compelled to send something to the BubzDaGawd, regardless of what it is, all I'm going to say is thank you. Okay? Because I'm also realizing that in order to receive, you have to give. And baby, I've been giving a lot in my damn life. I was a bottom in my spirit, girl. Now I'm ready to be on my verse top shit, girl, in my spirit. I'm going to be a top in my physical life. But in my spirit, it is a verse top, girl. I'm ready to top my blessings, girl, bitch. Okay? I'm about to top my blessing like somehow these fupa niggas be topping off they goddamn big ass fucking round plate of food, bitch. Garnish it and shit. And that's just the starter, girl. That's the appetizer at Applebee's, or how this one boy said, a pleblis. We're going to a pleblis. You want to go to a pleblis? But again, Cash App, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Shout out to King Deshaun in the building. Baby, I have this top fans feature on my thing here, so I'm seeing people as far as the numbers and stuff, and I'm like, they got this low key competition shit going on, girl. What's going on? But anyway, shout out to King Deshaun in the building. Shout out to T for T. Make sure that you guys check him out and subscribe to him. We will be on his platform this Saturday. Dope ass conversations, girl. I can't wait to hear Queen Stevie read because that shit be giving me my life. Okay, so shout out to him. Shout out to Harold in the building. Shout out to the Black Anarchist podcast. Again, make sure you purchase Blame It on the Dress, link down below. Shout out to Queen Spicy. It's been a minute since I've seen her. Life has been lifing, but I'm glad to know that you're still here with us in the life. Praise that. The first thing, and that is always good and life-bringing to see you, Queen, in the chat. So thank you for coming through. Shout out to Queen Stevie in the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to her. Baby, she interview better and more than the people at CNN, girl. They ain't got shit on her. Shout out to, I think that was everybody that came through. Oh, and Kimani's Way. Shout out to Kimani's Way. Appreciate it. Shout out to those who came in for however long. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to you Bush watching motherfuckers. How y'all doing? Hope y'all talking shit, because y'all be quiet as hell, girl. The fuck? Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody. Okay? And until next time, everybody, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Wednesday. I'm about to chill for a little bit and continue to work on this project, because, baby, I will manifest this shit. Like I said, 3 weeks I've been off and had some shit I had to do. An unexpected blessing came out of nowhere, girl, that kind of shook me, and I had to do my own little ego death within it, girl. But we're here, okay? And Deshaun loves rubbing me down with butter. If you gonna rub me down with butter, rub me down with shea butter. Is it gonna be shea butter? Don't just rub me down with, no, I can't believe it's not butter. Because I feel like you're trying to tenderize my skin, or else it gets the holes again. I'm just playing. Anyway, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. Peace.
I can be anything I choose in this round. We are a sound vibration too deep to tell. Just so you know, I'm the best in the motherfucking world.
Girl, what special oil he got for me? He got his own special oil. It's gonna be the oil of God, girl, he got? What kind of special oil is this? I don't like that special shit. Just like what Cat Williams be saying, bitch, I smoke regular weed. I don't want crypto kind of congelite. I want the regular shit, girl. Don't be having me over here, like I said, feeling like we Hansel and Gretel and shit. Trying to butter me up to put me in the oven. Okay? And I'm a leprechaun, so you know leprechauns, short people kind of thick in their legs and their booty area, girl. So that's a lot of motherfucking meat, bitch. You can feed a whole family off of that shit. Now, I'm glad that I'm not built gelatinous. You know, I'm glad I'm not built like a keloid like some niggas. I'm glad I'm not built like the Mucinex mascot like some niggas. I'm glad that I have a neck, and my neck know that it has its own neck, girl. I'm glad that I'm not at such a gluttonous stage, girl, that my damn body has swallowed my throat, girl. So just we can skip the whole swallowing thing, girl. Just drop the food in like it's a receptacle, girl. Anyway, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Oh, it won't work.
No weapon
formed against me.
Give me that ad lib again.
No weapon.
One more time.
No weapon.
One more time.
No weapon.
Bitch. Who the fuck y'all hoes think?
Okay, the facts are back, bitch.
So who the fuck y'all hoes think it was, bitch, or what time of day it was? Okay.
You gotta understand that this is a community-based project. We're not getting any funding from the government. I seen bitches out there talking about, wait till Trump hears about this. Trump can suck my dick.
And that's on period.